Hi everyone, and thanks for joining. So I got this sweater. I know it's hard to see, but it's an open shoulder. I love the cold shoulder, and this is it. But turns out there is a rip on the sleeve somewhere. So what you're gonna do is, I got lucky and found yarn that is like a perfect match. So I'm gonna turn the sleeve inside out. Yeah, pull it inside out. It's here somewhere. Okay, there's the hole. See? And if you sew, it's basically, you're gonna go back to where they're still stitching. And I'm gonna close that up and go all the way to there. And see, it's all frayed. So you're gonna need scissors. A pair of scissors. Need to go back maybe. Scissors. And I'm gonna use a 3.5 millimeter or an E hook. It's kind of small. Okay. And when you're doing the stitch, you want to pull the yarn like that, and then you want to turn the hook down and pull it through. So I'm going to find that hole, and I'm going to put my yarn, needle through a little before where the rip starts. Okay. And then I'm going to take, that's the end of my yarn, I just had it. I'm going to take the yarn and put it in my fingers like this, and I'm just going to hold it like this. Hold it together. My hand so it's together. And just pull it, turn, like I said, turn that hook down and pull it through. Okay, and then you could either do double, so you catch the tail, and you're gonna do a slip knot like that, slip stitch, like we learned in the beginning. And you want to keep your finger in there so you know that you're getting in the, you want to keep it close together, your stitches, and just keep pulling it through. Now you could pull it through, and if you're confident, you could just pull it through like that. But since we're learning, I'm going to drop that chain and I'm going to do the hook like that. Again, I'm going to put my finger in and see where I'm at, right here. Keep close to the edge so that it's even on the outside. Pull it up, hook it over, turn your needle down, pull through the 2 loops. Make sure you're in there with your finger, go back in, pull it through, hook it over, turn your hook down and pull it through. Again, go through both sides, pull your yarn, turn your needle, your hook down, and pull it through. You could lift it up a little, over, and then turn your hook down so the hook points down. And you're just going to do this all the way until you get to the end of the hole. And like I said, I start from a little before where the rip starts, and I do maybe 2 after the end of it. Trying to stay in the camera view. I hope it's working for you. I hope you can see what I'm doing clearly. I'm pushing through both sides of the material, pulling it through, hooking over, going through. Again, I'm almost done with the hole. Looks like it ends here. Going through one, going through the other part of the shirt, hooking it, pulling it through, up, loop over, pull through. Okay, and look at all this extra. And I'll show you that that's not really a defect. I'm going to show you how this sweater looks. So you're not going to feel like these, it's going to look a little different, but it's not going to really bother you. And I will show you what I'm talking about. Pull it through. So look at the mess, like this sweater. I could probably cut this off because it's not even part of the seam. It's extra yarn from when they did it, but I still got a little bit more of the hole. So I'm gonna keep going. Go through, pull it through, up, hook down, go through the material. Make sure you're getting both sides of the shirt or blouse, top, pants, whatever you're pulling on, whatever you're gonna be crocheting. And I'm not even gonna worry about that extra little yarn. I'm just gonna keep going through both parts, in and out, tuck, go in through both front and back of the sleeve. I'm just gonna keep on doing it like that. And like I said, I think I'm just about the end, but like I said, I'm gonna go past where the rip is so that the loose yarn that's already on the sweater, we're gonna reinforce so that those loose ones at the end of the hole on both ends are reinforced with you fixing it. I probably did, I'm gonna say maybe even 5 stitches, and I'm gonna go to this, whoops, I'm gonna go right to, I'll make sure I got to the end of the hole for sure. I'm gonna go 6. This is my last one. And then I'm gonna pull it up a little, take my hook out. Oops, sorry. My camera is charging, the wire is messing up on me. And then you're gonna cut a chain. So sorry. Fix my camera here. Alright, so I took it off and I'm just gonna make a knot in the end of my yarn. Okay, make a knot and pull it with your fingers so that you can get it as close to the sweater as you can. Now you have an option. You have some options. Pull it through the knot after you make it, right? You have 2 options here. You could take, and this is what I suggest, the tail that you knotted. My suggestion is to put your hook through on the end of the sweater where you just sewed or crocheted and pull that yarn through all the way and pull it out like that. Okay? Turn the sweater around and do it again. Go through the closest to the edge, hook it and pull it through. Do that 3 times. All right? After the 3rd time, you want to go back the way you just went, the way you came from. The reason for that is if you go one way, it's going to end up unraveling after a few washes. But if you go this way and then go back that way, it gets, it doesn't come through. And do the same thing. We're going to go back and forth, and I'm going to cut those little pieces that are hanging off. And just, like I said, just do it a few times in both directions, from where you started and then where you ended. And that's it. And then again, give it a knot. It's hard to do. All right, give it a knot. You could even put the hook in at the bottom of the knot so that it pulls it to the real close to your item of clothing. And then pull your hook out, make sure it's tight, get your scissor, cut the tail off, toss that away. This piece here is just nothing. I'm gonna pull it off. So now, there's what it looks like. The reason I say it's not gonna bother you, because I'm gonna open the sleeve and you could see on the inside it has this anyway. So now, let's see if I did it good. Flip it around, push it, we're gonna pull it right side out, and we're gonna look. Here's the sleeve that I just fixed. Here's the bottom, the wrist. Here's the seam. Right here is the seam. Okay? Can you even see anywhere that it looks like we just fixed a sweater? Can you see it? Because I can't. So you just fixed a sweater. Here's the shoulder, the armpit, and there you have it. Here's another loose thread. You throw it away. And there you have it. You didn't have to throw it away. You didn't have to send it back and not get the color you wanted. You fixed it. Good to go. I wish I could show you the pretty sweater on me, but you get the meaning. You see what I'm talking about? It's a cold shoulder with a real pretty buckle, and I love it. And I'm so glad that I got lucky and found that yarn color. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't subscribed, please do, and we'll learn together. Well, I'll teach you what I know, and you'll be able to make a blanket with a stitch, or a scarf, gloves, a hat, whatever may come your way. You'll know the stitches. Thanks for joining. Bye. I appreciate it. God bless.